The Bayesian was a luxury super yacht worth £30 million. The Italian company that made it, known for good quality. But the boat was best known for this enormous mast.
It's a little unstable, it's not an easy rig to work with, so you have to make sure that your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed.
The largest aluminium mast and the second tallest in the world, measuring in at 75 metres tall. But in the early hours of Monday morning, it was no match for this violent squall off the coast of Sicily. This CCTV footage shows the moment that mighty mast snapped, and witnesses say the boat sank within 2 minutes. 6 people who were on board are still missing. Mike Lynch, a tech tycoon dubbed the British Bill Gates, and his teenage daughter, alongside his lawyer Chris Mervillo and his wife, luxury jewellery designer Neda, and Jonathan Bloomer, the chairman of investment bank Morgan Stanley International, and his wife Anne. At first light, divers were back out searching for them. The Italian Coast Guard believes they could be trapped inside the sunken yacht, remarkably nearly intact on the seabed. But divers say the deep water means they have just 10 minutes each descent to search the cabins. There are 6 suites below deck, but getting into them is tough. These marketing pictures of the inside of the boat show how a place of comfort is now a complicated maze for divers to navigate.
Le condizioni dello scafo sono ribaltate di 90 gradi.
The hull is tilted at 90 degrees, access to it is difficult. If divers manage to get inside, there's a world of objects in there, so getting through and descending into the compartment below from the narrow stairs and going into all the cabins is a really difficult job.
Only the body of the boat's chef, Recaldo Thomas, has been recovered. 15 people survived, among them Mike Lynch's wife. This nearby captain brought them to shore from their life raft, racing to their rescue when he saw a red flare. Today, the youngest survivor left the hospital with her parents, not ready yet to face the media. 1-year-old Sophie was saved by her mother, Charlotte Golinsky, who works with Mike Lynch. They were on deck when the yacht sank, plunging the family into the dark waters. Her baby girl was briefly lost before she grabbed her and held her high above her head. Witnesses describe seeing one of these form during the storm, a water spout. It would have been hard to see it in the dark. This video was filmed in the early hours of yesterday morning near Sicily, a whirling column of air and water mist, like a tornado, but at sea. An ever-warming climate might make these more common. Scientists say above-average sea temperatures played a part in the freak storm.
I've sailed into a water spout myself in the North Sea, very wet and violent gusty, but nothing that would, unless it was an exceedingly large one, or indeed a tornado, nothing that would affect a vessel of this size to that extent. It tells me that there had to be a very, very large opening through which all the sea entered.
This holiday was supposed to be a celebration for Mike Lynch and his friends. Earlier this year, he'd been cleared of fraud and conspiracy charges following the sale of his firm Autonomy to the US tech giant Hewlett-Packard. He was said to be elated following a decade-long legal battle and had brought some of his legal team with him to unwind on the yacht. And in a grim coincidence, Lynch's co-defendant, Stephen Chamberlain, had died a few days earlier. He was hit by a car while out running in Cambridgeshire on Saturday morning. Back in Sicily, British investigators have arrived to find out what happened when the extreme storm swept in, while families wait for news of their loved ones missing at sea.